We know for decades too many people block their ears and turn their backs on towns and individuals asking for help as well as national calls. Can the Secretary of State confirm those in their ivory towers in Whitehall too can now be compelled to give evidence under oath on their actions and assumptions, vitally including senior civil servants, former Crown Prosecution Service employees and previous directors of public prosecutions?
Mr Speaker, as the Home Secretary set out on Monday, anyone found to have been responsible for covering up or for hiding vile crimes of child sexual abuse must and will be prosecuted. But I would say to the Right Honourable Lady, they had a decade. That was the lost decade that Baroness Casey talked about. The recommendations from Alexis J sat on a shelf and were not acted upon. But this government immediately brought forward the Children's Wellbeing in Schools Bill to deliver the biggest upgrade in child protection legislation in a generation, which they opposed.
I think it's good that we've identified the issues and are taking a very positive, open approach to fixing it. This isn't about repercussions or telling people off. This is about learning and making sure we never ever allow this to happen again. So from that perspective, I think it's a good and healthy process for the organisation to go through.
Can I just, Ms Little, pick up? You said this is not the time for repercussions and tellings off. If my understanding of the £6 million is correct, there is a tendency, much to the fury and irritation of our constituents, that government and Parliament will say, oh, well, £6 million, it's a round of drinks. It's a cheap date, as it were. It's an accounting error, £6 million. It will just get washed and lost in the figures. Now, if you can do that for 6 million, you can do it for 60, and if you can do it for 60 million, you can do it for 6 billion. And the rogue signing of contracts for whatever sum may be a one-off, but the lessons have to be learned, and I'm afraid tellings off and repercussions need to follow. Otherwise it's just, okay, let's take some validity and good news from the fact that we have discovered it. Good that we've discovered it because it shows transparency in the process. It's disgraceful that there was anything to discover in the first instance. Mr Bourgeois.
My team are absolutely clear on the importance of governance, importance of regularity, and are all very clear that this is not a scenario that should be repeated.
And are they also clear that failure to adhere to that, and that answer is to be welcomed, but are they also clear that to ignore it will, on the antithesis of what Ms Little was saying, will actually lead to tellings off, repercussions, and a P45 without any form of voluntary payment?
Clearly, as I said, everyone understands the importance of ensuring that the regularity of this process and the consequences of not following that.
What were the consequences in this instance?
I don't have the details of that.
That's surprising. Maybe you could write to us on it.